This is part 2. Uh, we called preflop. Very, very nitty player. We don't have enough equity to call here, I think. We only have a flash draw. Over here we have ace 10 double suited in the 5 card. We flop a poop straight. This, if he flopped a good straight, would he really bet small? I don't think so. So I'm gonna rip it. He calls. That's not good news. He has ace king king 4. Oh my god. We hold. That was one hell of a weird call. Yeah, and these big events you see all kind of players where, you know, it's just a big fucking feast for everyone. 4 ways we're not gonna bluff. Ace 8 7 7 5. We're gonna complete against the bigger stacks because we want to play against these guys. What do we want to see with this kind of hand? We want to see a 7, of course. We want to see straight draws, which we did not. On this kind of flop, we just check fold because we just don't have any equity on this kind of board. And we don't want to continue against their ranges. And the Omaha and the 4 card, if you guys saw that, it's pretty simple. We don't want to blow the pot up against the bigger stack. We have a lot of chips left, and we just want to grab as many chips from the small blind as possible. As played, I'm gonna raise because we have a set and there's a lot of draws there. Luckily he just folds because look at that run out. This is what I mean, like under the gun limps, I complete in the small blind and he just spots it. This is way too weak to complete. I mean to call off a race, even if it's that kind of flop, so we don't want to play against that. This kind of hand, the ace king suited with a pair of threes is too bad to play. Let me explain why exactly. Is we want people to be cooler. So when, for example, we have the ace high flush, we want them to have the king high flush. But over here we just fold. So we are actually blocking our own counter value. If you guys understand that, we want them to have weaker flushes, but we want them to have stronger, weaker flushes than so they can call bigger pots, because they're not gonna call off with for example a 7 high flush. Out of position against Cremita, I'm still gonna call this. This is double suited. If everyone folds, we can stab this. We have the ace range. This hand we can call just so we can try to hunt this guy's bounty. We flop bottom pair and an open-ended, which is more than enough to call him down. On the turn we have 2 pair with a gotcha to the nuts. I think that's good enough to get it in against him. Not against small blind, of course. Oh, just imagine he rips here. Of course I'm gonna fold, but we river a better to pair. We have to check it down. We win with 2 pair. Beautiful hand. Again, we're not gonna Raise, raise preflop. Oh, oh, we got caught with our hands in our pants. We try to take some antes here. Guess what? Oh, again against aces. My god. Ay, 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 ay. We are out. Let's just focus on the most important ones. The omahas. Well, well, well. We have the not flush draw and ace queen. I like leading out here, so weaker flushes can call, like a king high flush, jack high flush. They will call maybe one or maybe two streets down. And when the flush comes, they will be like, what should I do? Weaker players, they don't know how to handle these flushes. Two callers is not optimal. 8 on the turn is giving 8 on the river is giving us showdown value. However, we have two really wide calls in here, so we need to avoid 10 cards, which has possibly an 8. Maybe one of them has aces or kings. Come on, Tamer, what are we gonna do, bro? We can't call this. Oh, he has nothing. He bluffed us. Dumbass. I mean, not dumbass. Yeah, I mean, he took the side pot, so. Of course, we don't want him to take the side pot. We just wanted to get some showdown there. Because not only that, in a tournament, it's your duty to remove as many players as possible. We raise pre-flop, small blind and big blind calls. Marek, decent player. I don't know Goblino, but we can perfectly see bet and we can check how the pot evolves. The 6-4 deuce is too bad. We don't have anything nutty in our hands, so we just fold. Yeah, I don't care about that flop. On the turn, we picked up a flush draw. We can check it, and if for example a queen or a jack comes, we can bet. Yeah, on that 5 we can definitely. I think I'm gonna. Why are you block betting here, bro? Here you go. I'm ripping with the blockers. One more, and you're in the money, bro. If you call, you call it. And there you go. I'll show him the bluff. He can't call there, by the way. He can't call there with two pair because it's almost bubble. With the ace king again, the problem is that it's not good enough. But we wanna aim for the bounty in the big blind. He does not continue, and now we are missing our. We missed the flop, and we're just gonna check fold here. It's okay. You can see a bet. Take it down. Don't really care. Ace Queen 955 is an okay hand, not the worst hand, not the best hand. In cash games, this is a fold. In tournaments, we can play this because we have not potential. Not only that, there's two players in the blinds with short stack. Do we should try to get them out. And we flop two pair on a super draw heavy board, which is more than good enough to gamble with against these two. I don't wanna gamble with top two pair against this guy, of course. Ay 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 ay. Big Aman. Because the problem is if a queen comes, a jack comes, a ten comes, even a king, it's not good. It's not good for me, and that means he is gonna have rage advantage. Not only that, he has position advantage on me. The four is perfect, and I think I'm just gonna rip it on him because I don't want to see any more cards. Against his draws, he's currently 50% against me. If he has a set, I'm only 20%. Queens and jacks. I'm gonna open that. And we got three raised. 100% is aces. Look, 1% 3 bet. It's only aces. It's only AA. With this hand, we are obviously gonna see a flop. Except if tilt came or 4 bets it, which he does not. We completely miss the flop and he's gonna rip it. Ah, yeah, of course, the turn brings us the perfect card. He was also gonna rip if we flopped our set, so that's why we call. In the Omaha, $10. We limp, we get ISO'd. Very tight player. His range is super strong here. We're just gonna fold. Booty opportunity. Never mind. Ace, king, 10, 8. We open. We open the pot, sir. And we're gonna get it in against Gobelino. Never mind, not with that 3 bet. We can't, just fold. We limp a suited hand with a medium pair and a medium rep under the gun. +1, big man ISOs us. We're gonna definitely call. I think he has aces, and we're gonna see a free river, but I'm not sure. Never mind. We miss. Again, we limp on the button. We have position on these two players. We don't want the pot to be blown up. You want to see a flop. It is a nice hand. On this kind of flop, it's pretty strong. We can call or get it in. I prefer even getting it in because we have an open-ended. We have a runner. Again, a set where we're not doing good. But yeah, we should at least have 50%. We don't. He has top fucking set. Oh, yeah. And we're out, unfortunately. 7x, not bad. No. We only have the Omaha to continue with and a few hold-on ones. I'll bring you guys back when something happens in the Omaha. So, Marek raises, button calls. I call. I have an open-ended. I have a flush draw. We're going with it. It's a huge pot. We need 40% to be correct here. It's hard for him to call here with a set of deuces or 2 pair. Even a queen high flush draw is in a hard spot. what are you gonna do? Counting your outs? And we take it down. This 3-bet means it's aces or kings, and Goblino, his cold call, is probably a wrap. However, we do have the odds to see a jack or one of our flushes. The snap rip means he has aces, but we can't call it there, obviously. On the 8-8 deuce, we're gonna check once, and then we're gonna bet the turn, I think. People will always bet on the turn with what they have. However, we can't call with a weak jack there. Yeah, we raised pre-flop. He called on flop. I just opened shove, and he called. And now we are in the final two tables. Ace King 9 6 is beautiful call. On the flop we see top two. He bets small flop. You guys know what I'm doing. We are gonna rip because if I'm just gonna call, we don't want to see a heart, we don't want to see a 10, we don't want to see a jack and queen. So we just get it in right now. And if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. You know, for example, the king comes. Yeah, there you go. Look at that one. We limp ace 10 10 9, ace 10 of hearts under the gun. Tongue high raises, and the big blind calls. We are gonna call as well. We missed the flop. We are not going to call the shove. We are in the big blinds with a super crappy hand. Everyone limps, small blind rips for his last 0.2 big blinds. We're just gonna complete. Hopefully we would have hit something, but we did not. We have bottom pair. We have a gut shot to the super bad street now. And we are folding. And he has the super nuts. We limp and the small blinds. Cremita pots it. We call. Of course, when we hit, he doesn't continue. We can't check on the turn anymore because there's too many bad rivers. We take it down. We're almost at the final table. We limp under the gun. No, sorry, on button. Check. Flop is doo-doo. Check, check. We turn the nuts. So we just rip it. The reason we rip is we don't want to see a flush draw. We want to stack his 8 to 9 high straights. Look, on the river there would be a flush, so. And it's time for the final table. We just had a 4-way all-in pre-flop. And guess what? The big stack won. So we're gonna have a big fucking jump. From 50 to 120. Not bad. Not bad. I'm also playing a game on the side so I don't get bored. only 2 tables left so far. We don't represent anything C betting here. He raises. Check, 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 check on 6. I'm just gonna rip. He can't call with anything. He folds. Yeah. He raises. He's C betting very small on the flop. We are gonna get it in. Not the best combo ever, but yeah, we need to protect our 2p. Now, we have a very nice hand where we're gonna play it, of course. Yes, he's the big stack. We definitely are not dead. We have the live ace. No jack, no queen, please. We hold. Double suited ace against this. I think we have 35%. I'll check in a second. The kings 3-bet pre-flop. He cold calls. Now what are you gonna do on this board, huh? Wow, what the fuck are you check raising here? 85 to 250, yeah, we need to call one. We hit the best card possible. We are betting so he can call with his sets. Now the question is, how much is he gonna call in the river? I don't think a set is gonna call an all in. A small bet he might call. He called. Oh, he had a straight. Don't think he would have called an all in. Oh. He might be heads up in second. We need an ace. We have an we found an ace. And now we are gonna go heads up. Sorry, I'm gonna close my video. Close my video game. The person who invested in me was DGGYY. You're watching it live. It's fun, huh? Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna remove the Holm so we can focus on the Omaha. Now, we call the flop to float. However, if he double barrels, his range is very, very capped, while my range is very uncapped. Double suited hand. It's his first three. No, he's been three betting a lot. We could get it in. Or better we just call, I think. We are currently playing for the bounties. First place is 217 plus, I think it's gonna be like 400, 500 for me. And for him it's gonna be like 700 I think. Queen 10, 8, 8. We have a lot of showdown value, we can just check it down here. No, no checking for him. Double suited hands we can play. We hit our set. Just calls. Just gonna keep on betting big. Kings. No suit, we're not gonna 3-bet this. There you go. Look at that river. Double suited again. I don't like my open, but the king queen jack is decent enough. The deuce dangler is meh. This is also meh. We're pretty deep. We are super deep. This can take a while. Double suited once again. We might have to just keep on raising every time he's on a big blind. Come on, bros. Let's ship it. This is too bad to open. We can just limp call though. We hit a 5. Not good. But double suited. Let's go. Oh, the second 3-bet of the match. Well, a good flop for our hand. We can't continue, of course. We have a gut shot here. We're not gonna continue. Double suited. Two pair. Shitty two pair though. Just gonna check it back. You saw? I was thinking about bluffing there. We are 100 big blinds deep. This is gonna take a long time. My investor was from China. The third 3-bets. This is again his range, not my range. We can't continue. once I'm opening, I will never fold to a 3-bet in position, except if we have like a really weak pair. Then we need to fold a heads up for to 3-bets. Weak ace. So he's folding 2 min raises. Dewey's no good. Okay. Now this is the 4th time we called a 3-bet. This time we did hit. So his 3-bet range is random ace kings also. I don't like 3-betting ace kings because then you can get into a lot of trouble on those kind of boards. Check. Did you see his betting pattern? If he bets small, he doesn't have it. Big bets means he has it. Did the other guy sell something? I don't know. Kings with deuces double suited. Oh, that's his 5th 3-bet. Really tempted to 4-bet this. It's just mathematically, if I have kings, he has more reason to have aces. Ace high flop. We are just representing the ace right now. Oof. Uh-oh. And oh, we hit the river. Yeah. That hand played itself, I think. I don't think you should be 3-betting with those kind of hands, but because you're not gonna hit a lot of the times. With the ace blocker, we can c-bet once. The 10s, we're just gonna call to see a 10. If we would see the 10, it would be nice, but no. That's really weak, but I'm still just gonna keep the pressure on the big blinds. This is the 5th 3-bet from him. The 6th 3-bet from him. Now we flop the bottom two. We need to be very cautious with flush boards. Wow, he calls it. Oh, what continues there? Yeah. It's thin. It's really thin here. I mean, yeah, is the flush really gonna call me here? No snap is good. Oh, damn it, breakdown. Okay. The match continues. We currently have 40 big blinds left. I mean, we could try to take it down here, to be honest. That's the problem. That's the problem with 3-betting ace king. You have a flop like that, you have to give up. Bad turn card. Super bad. This is the 8th time this guy is 4-betting me. I think the ace king is definitely more than good enough to get it in. So let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, of course the 8th time he has aces. Yeah, okay. Oh, of course, of course, of course, of course. Dude has been 3-betting like a nutcase and then yeah. Okay, first place, not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, let me know.